Started with a family and a phone, a couple of cameras and lights, and we said action. What's up, perfectly blended family, and welcome back to another video. Guys, it's been 1 year on YouTube.
It's been a whole year.
A whole year. But before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we drop a new video, you're alerted. All right, let's get into it. Okay guys, so it's been 1 whole year that we've been on YouTube consistently.
Think of a year and 2 months ago.
My world was different a year and 2 months ago, I'll tell you that much. It's crazy. We had our regular 9 to 5s, COVID hit, we're at home. Amaya introduced us to TikTok, and then we just started making skits.
Oh, look at these skits. Like, we could totally do this. Like, can we do that?
Yeah.
Sure.
For fun.
So we started doing stuff with the whole family.
That's how it started. Then we thought, okay, you know what? It seemed like people like what we're doing. We can turn it into, and we're having fun. Mm-hmm. We can turn it into something so much more. So we thought of vlogging again. Like, why don't we vlog? And this time, instead of it being just me, it was literally the whole family that was going to make more of an effort to make this thing happen. And it started from there. Started with a family and a phone, a couple of cameras and lights, and we said action. And now we're here.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, April last year.
Yeah, it all started April 22nd, 2020. We rebranded to Perfectly Blended.
That was the first Perfectly Blended
Was
video.
a TikTok skit. Yeah, so then YouTube started. And we didn't know anything about editing. We didn't know anything about vlogging. It was, we just walked into this whole new world and it's like, you know what? Let's try to do this because it's a platform that we're on. We see videos. So let's try it out. And we did just that.
Videos. And
we realized very quickly the time it takes into vlogging and editing videos that we were creating videos. We didn't even have an intro then, really.
We were just doing everything that we were doing, just having fun with
and
kids
throwing
and
it
family.
up. Yeah.
Like, that looks like fun, let's try that. That looks like fun, let's try that.
Yeah, and not everything did we post. Like, we had things where we just were playing games with Amaya's dad because he was over here a lot to help Amaya with her homework.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah.
And he was here because Amaya is bilingual. She's in French immersion, and Ryan's bilingual. So he would come and help her. And he was coming here every day because lockdown was so new to us. Like, what do? I don't know French. So he was really, really supporting Amaya with her French work at the time. And we get along. So we were just doing games and we're just like having fun. What you got, girl?
H. Oh, that's gonna be
H.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's okay.
Host.
Yes, good for you!
No!
Wow.
God, I was on a roll! I was on a roll. Yes!
Shut up.
There's so many words that I just couldn't think of it.
It was so different. We were just getting into our intro, our line where we say, but before we get into it, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Make sure you guys subscribe because there's more to come, and hit that notification bell because we don't want you to miss a thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye. Like, that was so new. We were just learning that. And it was something that I created it, but it was just something that came. Like, it just flowed, like when you say an opening, because when you watch other vloggers, they had cute sayings and I liked them. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And like, true fans will know it, can say it with you. It's like, oh my gosh, like, that's so cute. Like,
I have a client say it to me.
See, I didn't know that. Who said it to you? I did not know that. That is so
I think
cute.
Randy said it.
How did he say it?
When we drop a new video, you're alerted. Something along. those lines, I
So
think.
when we drop a new video, you're alerted.
So how would you describe your first year on YouTube?
My first year was different. I learned a lot in 1 year, and there's still more to go, but I learned a lot. I learned that it's like you gotta plan your days.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes your days don't go as planned.
Well, it depends. There's so many variables.
There's so many variables. And then the editing piece. Because back then we didn't really know how to edit. Like, I'm just like, I did Final Cut before with Fit Girl Chantel, but I wasn't really good. And where I left off wasn't where the YouTube world was, like, at the time. Like, trends and styles and fonts and thumbnails had definitely progressed, and I was watching other people and learning and growing, and it's like, okay, this is how it's done. And just to up the quality of videos. How was your first year? That's how mine felt.
It was a pretty incredible learning experience. I learned so much, and the more that I tried to learn, the more I realized you have a whole bunch of people sharing their story, every story completely different.
Oh, that's true.
And
too.
every story is sort of like their own version, and you realize that YouTube, there is no one way.
Mm-hmm.
There's
That's
no,
so
this
true.
is the way you make a video. This is what you need to do. This is the kind of camera you have to use. This is like, there's such a broad spectrum
There is.
of all different creators. It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
But like to be a part of such a huge
Community. Yeah. And it's like we learn from other YouTubers. It's crazy. A lot of YouTubers taught us things.
I've at least developed more appreciation for YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like anybody who's creating, even if it's just like a simple video and you created that and put that up on any level, it takes something just to do that. So many people won't even
Attempt
put
to
something
do
on the
it,
platform. When we're talking about like learning to edit, I needed to be able to do this. How do I do that? And it's YouTube. And so it's little things. How do I do cut, paste? How do I bring this information? How do I...
Same.
And it's just Google.
YouTubing
Google.
Or Googling it. Yeah, either
And
it doesn't matter.
It's bringing you to a YouTube video.
Yeah.
YouTube video, this segment, that segment, and then not realizing how significant that actually is, that you're getting so much help from so many other people on all these little things. So YouTube helped us so much.
It really
and that
did.
whole learning curve at the beginning. You start learning the difference between what your phone does, what the front camera does, what the back camera does, what different cameras on different phones do, what the quality looks like, trying different, we did the video camera, and like, no, I don't like there's something weird about it, it's kind of grainy. Like, oh, what's that phone? That phone makes it too yellow. This one, why is the audio off?
Oh my gosh,
like,
the technological aspect of being a vlogger is so vast. There's so many things you'll run into, and it's just a little things, and you just keep trying to make it better and better by upgrading and understanding how to use your equipment so much better. And it only comes with time, patience, and experience.
It's like learn by doing, and then you'll have an issue.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? Or if someone else has had that issue, YouTube it.
Yeah.
And they'll share their fix for it.
Yes.
And you find it's very common. Everybody's having this issue. Here's some walkarounds or workarounds, that kind of thing.
And there's even times where we're uploading to YouTube and it's a late night post, and it could be late because we were working on the video all day and we just want to get it up. And we get it up and it's processing, or it's uploading to YouTube rather, and then you have process abandoned. And you're trying every method they're teaching on YouTube to fix it.
Exactly.
And it's not working. It's like, I worked so long, just upload. And if you guys don't know, uploading a video to YouTube takes time. Sometimes, like our longest video took an hour and a half to upload. So if you're working on the video that day, and remember, every video we post, we don't just post it, we have to watch it through. Once, like, Greg does the first edit, there's a process. Greg does the first edit, I'll do the second edit, and then we'll watch it together, and if we okay it, then we upload it.
How many times a video gets watched before? Jeez.
Yeah.
But that's the system. Mm-hmm. I take the clips, I put them together, do a rough edit. You take it, make it smooth, do like the finishing on it.
Yeah.
And then we watch it.
And then
then
and the reason why we do it that way, because there's times where we made errors and we're like, how do we correct this so it doesn't happen again? And we realize that you have to watch it, as painful as it is, because you've gone through the video so many times through the edits that you got to watch it and make sure. It's like writing a paper. You got to read it before you hand it in to get your best mark, right?
I'm sure stuff is still a little...
And there's things that we let
learning as we go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, for the first little while, we're just filming off our phones. We still do, but we even went and we bought a camera, and that was our first little level up.
It's time to get our new camera.
Yes!
We're upgrading from phones all the time
To a camera.
Basically, they're out of stock everywhere for this item, so they had to order it in for us. But it's on its way. We'll have it at home December 4th.
Yes.
That's like a week from today.
Right. And what camera did we buy?
It's a Canon G7X Mark III.
Yay! Better quality, better picture, overall, better production.
We'll see how our videos change.
Yeah.
So the camera became so much more convenient, especially for filming these sort of things.
Yeah.
And being able to just transfer the memory cards.
Yes.
And everything works so much smoother than trying to pull it off of a phone. For some reason, the ratios are off on the phone, so it just takes a little more fine-tuning when you get the clip in the software. Oh man, the editing software.
Yeah. It does. And on average, how long do you think it takes you, just for people that don't know, how long does it take you to edit a video? Like once it gets to you, how long does that take you to edit?
I'd say an hour is the minimum.
Okay.
I think if it's a good one and I'm on a good pace in my zone, I can click through and get a decent edit together in an hour on a, like, probably 30 minutes worth of footage. I think that's a fair time for me right now. But it could take like 3-4 hours.
Yeah. I say for myself, it used to take me like all day. Like I was down there like 12 hours, 16 hours, just working on content with breaks coming up and interacting with the kids, making sure they eat dinner, doing what I had to do. And then when they're calm and settled or they're in bed, going back down from like say 9 o'clock till like 3, 4 in the morning, sometimes 5 in the morning. And just, and it's not,
but
it's because I was enjoying it. I was in my zone.
We'll be sitting there like shooting shots back and forth and just having fun, making fun of stuff that like some of the content we're going over. Hey, you gotta see this, you gotta see this. And you actually enjoy it. Then you're back in your zone and you're just like plowing through, cut, break, pull, break things together. And then all of a sudden you're like, holy smokes, what time is it? And you don't even realize how long you've been doing it for. So somebody outside might look at that as hard work, but when you're having that much fun doing what you're doing, you don't think of it that way.
Right. And now we know what types of videos will require certain lengths of time, so we're very careful with what we shoot and the ideas that go around it, because at first we were doing like a lot of documentaries, and those to add pictures to it and really tie in our mood and our story to connect with the viewer, that took time. We're talking days to make.
When you start hearing that other YouTubers are like, oh yeah, we have to use the editors because, man, if you had an editor, we'd have so much more time.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, basically.
Yeah.
What it came from doing some skits on TikTok, and then the skits got a little more creative, and then all in fun. And then, hey, you saw that YouTube channel, let's just throw this on there. And it went from some really rough things, setting a camera up and just watching us do a game.
Yeah.
To us talking with the camera, I'm saying camera, but it's a phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just with basic equipment, no lighting.
Right.
And just trying to film what we're doing to what we have now. There's a green screen behind us.
Yeah.
And like we're not in a restaurant.
No.
Sorry to disappoint people.
But the reason why we put this green screen up is it just gives a change of scenery, change of mood, which is why we kind of do it to kind of upscale and to kind of almost put ourselves where we want to see ourselves. And when we're playing that back, we're able to visualize and see that and still share the same story, same experience with you guys. So we're able to do that. Before we weren't doing it, it was always here to be the same kind of
setting. Yeah, at the same time, you could see that there's little changes in the house. Like, wait, remember when they used to have those blinds?
Right.
Wait, they used to have a different TV stand over there.
Just like small incremental changes.
But you'll still see that because we still film stuff.
Oh, for sure. For sure, just depends on the mood, how we're feeling with the video, the edit. Yeah, so we kind of up production quality.
But yeah, it makes a difference. And then we see the quality change. It just keeps going. So I'm sure it's going to keep changing.
Oh, for sure it will. For sure. And it's actually an amazing world. It takes us places that we've never been before and we would have never found if we weren't doing YouTube.
Yeah.
We didn't even say it. The reason why we started this is because ultimately our goal in life is to live life for a living. And we wanted to share it with you guys when we realized we can have fun and get paid to do what we do and influence other people to do the same or to feel the same or to laugh or have fun with us or to even vibe with a certain session with us, a video, a date night conversation. Like, things just started to develop.
Yeah.
And the main reason is we just wanted to give back and just inspire other people and show people transparency, what it's like to be in an interracial family and blended family.
You know what? Yeah, I'll be honest. It was like something clicked, and it was everybody has a story to share, and everybody can give something to somebody else.
Absolutely.
Like literally everybody. And then everybody I meet, and I start recognizing that thing in everyone. I'm like, oh my gosh. Perfect YouTube channel. Oh my gosh, perfect YouTube channel. You know what? And you start seeing that special something in everybody.
You really do. But I know, but you know YouTube and the media is not for everybody. Like,
oh, I totally understand that, but I'll start throwing it that way. I'm like, you know what? What I'm seeing is blowing me away right now. This is really impressive, and I enjoy this conversation. I'm sure others would also.
Absolutely.
And that's what's happening. Like, yeah, but and there's a reason, and that's totally fine.
It's fine.
But if ever you have the thought like, oh man, I'd like to start a channel, just start the channel.
Just do it. And you'll never be able to be perfect, because the minute you start you'll be doing something different 2 months, 4 months, 6 months down the road. It will never go. So really, the
best way to do it is just get started.
You have to.
With whatever it is, and let it
develop,
progress as you go. I think that's what I would recommend, at least for us in this past year. That's been the biggest thing. It's like, let's just do it, and we're having fun doing it. Let's do it some more. Let's keep having fun and keep the process going, and let it evolve into whatever it becomes.
Whatever it becomes. And at the same time, keeping super transparent. Because I think a lot of times people don't vlog in depth their personal lives, and it's their choice. They can do trends, they can do challenges, their channel could be all about how-tos. That's totally fine. But we chose to kind of give you guys a personal side to see what it's like for a family like us, like into the fitness industry, vlogging. We were in the talent agency industry. You know, we have 3 beautiful children who just seem so diverse. Like, how do they interact? What's family life like? Like, it's not always perfect. It's just not all, and people would think that it.
Family. We bring Ryan in also.
Right, and to show you guys some of the struggles we go through
and we have a stepfather, stepdaughter situation.
I thought it would be neat to watch that, because I think I want to know about that with another family. So I'm like, hey,
it's interesting to see other family dynamics,
and it just makes things so much more real. And I think our goal was just to be real with our viewers. So yeah, it's like the database just kept growing and growing and growing, and we kept learning. And we enjoyed every step of the way. It's crazy, because when we look back, we look how young the kids were, and it's like, oh my goodness,
yeah, it's amazing.
Grown.
And that's the other aspect, that it's like, it was kind of easier for us in the beginning, I think, like when we did Meet the Family and 8-year anniversary, Meet My Family, with all the flashbacks, because I spoke about that in one of our other videos. It might have been differences. It might have been anniversary. I can't remember. That you keep track of all your pictures, all your videos, and you've always done that.
Yes. So yeah.
You have, Chantel has folders on folders that are properly organized, that she can find pictures from all our kids from birth till now, by month, by year, like very detailed, and from far before we were together. And so you've always been very organized in keeping photos and videos. So when YouTube came, it sort of just continued that. Now it's a video journal, and YouTube is like a storage space for those videos.
It totally
and it's like
is.
just sharing that experience. And we go back and we see those videos and we end up getting pulled in like, oh my gosh, remember this?
And we'll sit and watch it.
Yeah, seriously. Like if it starts running, you'll just smiling and staring at the screen.
And it's funny because I just told Greg, one day we're going to be somewhere where we want to be, in a new house. And I told him it's going to be modern, luxury basement, and I'm going to have a big screen TV up and my fireplace just below it. And I can just see myself just on the couch pulling Greg to watch some of these older videos, because there's so many things we've documented that it's like we love to share with you guys, but just our lives that like, it's like we have that memory. We can just click of a button, go back and watch. Like it's mind blowing and I love it. But there is the downside of YouTube. And it's not, we're not gonna sit here and say it's fairy tales and Fruit Loops. There is a downside to it. And we touched on it earlier. And we just talked about the time warp. Like it can really get you in the zone and you can just forget to interact with the outside. Like take a break, go for a walk. Like it's nice outside. Take a break from editing.
Start doing other things. You get so into that.
Because you get into your zone and you're project, oh, I just want to finish this. Oh my gosh, I want to watch it again one more time. Let's watch it and then let's put it away and we'll put it up for tomorrow. That sometimes the kids are like, are you guys still editing? Like,
yeah, as soon as you hear that, like, okay.
So we've learned that, like, so now it's much different where, because they love filming, don't get us wrong, they love, if we don't film, they'll be honest, when are we filming? When are we gonna film? Can we please film? And the kids have their own channel and they started with some skits, but they're now kind of doing some food challenges and trying new foods, and they love their opportunities to try new treats and things like that, just to get their reaction to new foods and what they think it tastes like. It's really funny to watch.
But that evolved off of our channel also.
It evolved from this. Yes. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Perfectly Blended Kids. They're so cute. You guys gotta see them. I'll put it here. But yeah, it stemmed from this.
That continues the interaction time with them.
It does, and that's kind of why we did that, because it gives us that break. And we spoke already about the importance of planning, because they still have to go to school. Then sometimes filming itself can take an hour to 2 hours. Setup can take half an hour. They have to go to bed. They have homework. They gotta eat. Like things have to be planned, and it's like our life is surrounded by that.
So we became kind of nocturnal. And that's just how that developed.
Exactly.
So, and it's so much different when we're actually working. So right now we're off because of lockdown.
Exactly.
Like I'm home, so we have more of that time. Then when I start squeezing job hours in between and everything, then it becomes really regimented and it's harder to stay consistent.
It does. And you hear from other YouTubers about like burnout or just getting so involved that you forget to take a break because you're just hustling to make the content. And it does happen because you love what you do. It's an obsession. And you forget that you need to go for a walk. You got to get out of that chair because you'll be sitting there for hours just snacking and editing. And you got to get up and moving. So that's all I'm saying is the downside, the danger side of it, the downside. But it's nothing you cannot fix when you become a YouTuber. Just know that and just prioritize. What's the other stuff?
Technological side.
Is another downside.
This is like the protecting your files, and I'm sure it's happened to everybody where something has got lost.
Yes.
People we've met on YouTube, other YouTubers who have told us like horror stories where they've spent hours and hours filming and lost full footage before they've ever had a chance to actually post it. Like that hasn't happened to us yet.
It hasn't, but we have lost files of videos that we posted, and any other things that we want to keep in that folder is gone. And I'll tell you what happened. So I was up late one night and I was editing and I was organizing, like putting files away, taking things off because my computer was getting so full. And you realize as a vlogger, you edit off a hard drive and you leave your actual computer system empty. It becomes like your table, your working space. So once you're done working and doing your arts and crafts, you clean it up and you put things back away externally. You don't ever leave it on the table. So anyways, my computer being the table was getting full and I was organizing. So I had 2 folders with the same name, and I knew that if I just hit yes replace folder with contents going into it, I would just get some of the stuff I didn't put in the first time. And I did that not realizing the 2 folders are not the same. They're slightly different. So when I overwrote my folder, I lost a lot of the video footage that we had from early December to when we started vlogging. So some of the files were gone.
Like, so the impact that has is, you think all those videos are already uploaded to YouTube, but to get the quality back and the raw footage, like that's what was gone.
Yeah.
So when we want to go back and pull the history now, the raw files and the stuff that wasn't used, that stuff is all gone.
That's right.
So we don't have access to that anymore. When you download what we do have from YouTube, it's not the same quality as the original footage.
Right.
So
it's the downside of it.
But it also helps you learn. You learn from it.
So now
It's back to everything's back.
Everything's backed up. We all have copies until it's posted. We don't delete because we know once things are posted, we both put it away. So we both have double copies, or we delete, or we confirm, is it on our external hard drive? And if the answer is yes, we both delete, like we both confirm, just so that doesn't happen again.
But that's just ours, because we like to keep track of all of it, because we are doing like a video journal, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that once the clip is up, they're good and they can clear it.
Yeah.
Like we all have different methods. That's just the method we're using right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we find it useful to go back and reuse those videos.
Right. And if you want to become a successful YouTuber and you really care about your happiness, don't focus on the analytics. Do things and the right people will follow. The right people will come and they'll stay with you and they'll watch your growth and they'll grow with you. That's my best advice for anyone that wants to start a channel.
You know what's so funny? Because you'll go to other YouTubers and asking questions like, how do I grow my YouTube channel? How do I get more views? How do I get more subscribers? How do I get more reach? And they'll all tell you something different. And one of the things is study your analytics and start looking for this and adjusting to what the analytics says. Mm-hmm. And I think in some cases, people doing that,
it helps them.
And sometimes it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Because you get so sucked into numbers, you start doing it to try and appease the numbers.
And you can't be happy doing it that way. It's like, I just want to do that a one-off. Because
we've had that in that sense.
Yeah.
We've had ones that just take off and people are like, they're getting so many views and people are commenting,
yeah.
and you're like, that's not my thing.
Yeah, and like, be transparent here, was the lift carry video. We knew Amaya could, yeah, so we did 3 lift carry videos, 1 between you and myself and 2 with Amaya.
Yeah, it just started, hey, some people said, hey guys, do the lift carry challenge. I don't know if it's spun off the yoga.
Yeah, I can't remember, but it was nothing to us because we're a fit family. We left. We do this at home, even off camera, so it's something we were comfortable doing.
We play with each other that way.
And Amaya's such a strong girl, and I know some of her viewers, it really upset them, and we really apologize. But she's a strong girl. She does it all the time.
Standing there in the kitchen, she'll walk up between your legs and just stand up, and you're going to be on her shoulders and on her back in a second.
Yeah,
she's strong, and she just does that and thinks it's fun. Like, stop that.
But then we have to show her how to do it safely.
Yeah,
like,
so we taught her,
there's some technique to it, So she's comfortable with it. But either way, it's not something that we wanted to keep trying to say, okay, let's get Greg on her shoulders. Like, it was never that she's put Greg on her back. She's put me on her back. She's obviously done her siblings.
We know what she's capable of.
We know.
That was a couple fun videos, and that was it. And then we still, okay, post more.
And I'm just like, I'm not into that. And I couldn't. Watching the numbers, like some of those had really good views, and I couldn't see myself.
Oh, it's still going. They're like some of the top videos, so they just keep climbing. And I know that other YouTubers see that and then start catering to it. And that's what I'm saying. So if you're following the analytics, you might end up going in a direction that
you don't want to go.
It's not.
It's not authentic. It's just like, it was a one-off. You like, I can see us doing that for every single video, a different lift. I would get so tired. It's not authentic. It's not us. The one-off trends are fine, but we want to keep it so reality-based, and that's kind of what we like to do. It's our thing to keep it reality. That's all it is.
The whole goal was to do something that we find fun, that we can share. The people who would be interested in that content will find us.
Yeah.
And it'll work that way, and it's good. That give and take.
I think you couldn't have said any better, babe.
So we have over 170 videos on the channel.
Yeah.
So what happens is people are commenting on all of those videos.
All the time.
So when all these comments start popping up all the way back, it's like,
hard
even
to
though
keep up with.
On a new video, like there might be 14 comments, over 170 videos. those comments, you start realizing quickly how far it all falls behind. Like, wow.
And we try our very best. So we want to say sorry, but we try our very best, and we still appreciate reading them, because even if we can't get to them, before bed, we'll look at them.
Yeah.
We still look at them. We look at all of them.
We still bring each other's attention to the comments.
Yeah.
Guys, we love the interaction.
Yeah, we really do.
And saying that, we technically, like, compared to some people, we only have 170 videos. I can't imagine what it's like for people who have,
man,
like, hundreds, even thousands of videos, and then comments on all of them. So yeah, you can only check in and comment so much.
That's so true. But one thing I really enjoy being a year on YouTube is you guys get to watch our beautiful kids grow. And it takes a community to raise children. And I keep saying that. So when we post reality things like Amai's having a breakdown, or Jasmine's taking Amai's friends, or the girls have to go for COVID, or just homeschooling the kids virtually because it's our world. We're not perfect. We make mistakes. We're all different, but we're all learning at the same time. We have a lot of viewers that help us. Like, hey, try this and that. And it helps us. It's like, oh my gosh, I support. When Jasmine cut her hair, her braid, and framed her brother, there's some people like, they made us feel so comfortable. Like, hey, that happens. Like, they're kids. Sit her down, talk to her. And they made you feel so supported rather than chastise you. Like, she shouldn't be doing that. You know, keep an eye on her. Like, we had those comments, but I'm telling you, like 99% of the comments were positive. Oh man, this happens to kids. Oh, I've heard worse stories. Or like, and it makes you like, oh my gosh, okay, we're parenting right. This is normal.
We're parenting right.
It's okay. Because you always feel like, what am I doing wrong? Why is it my kid? And people are like, listen.
Do you think that?
Sometimes, yes. And my goal is to be real. I'm like, this is what happens.
I think like sharing that, I would appreciate watching other people's families and the same.
Me too,
because it's real life, and there are other YouTubers out there completely respect that when they can share this is real life and what reality is like for different people, and it's different for everybody. And I think it's interesting to watch somebody else's perspective on how they do things, so we all learn from each other in that aspect.
Yeah, we do.
So I'm sure we've done things that have made people think differently. At the same time, we do things, people comment, have you tried this or considered that? This can even be hair. We got so much feedback on hair products. You really appreciate having that whole community and everybody interacting and like sharing, and ultimately helping everybody else level up a little bit. We all learn from each other.
Yeah. So one day, guys, when COVID is over, Greg and I most definitely want to meet a lot of you guys. We wish we could just end this COVID thing.
It'd be really interesting to meet.
And have a meet and greet and just like talk to some of you guys and hang out and go to different restaurants and just hang out and have fun. Like, we totally would want to do that. You know what would be interesting is hearing what the kids think a year on YouTube for them is like. Yeah, you guys should hear this.
All right, Amaya. It's been a whole year since you started YouTube. How does it feel? Did you even know?
I didn't know. It just feels normal.
Do your friends say anything?
When I kind of just started, they started saying, oh, I see you on YouTube, everything. But now on the bus, people I don't know, they're like, oh, I see you on YouTube and all of that. I like them because we get to do fun stuff on there, and we get to have treats.
Hello.
Hello.
You have been on YouTube for a year now. Do you realize you've been on YouTube that long?
I have?
Yeah.
Was I 4 years old?
You were 4 years old. Because remember, your 5th birthday's on there.
Oh, yeah.
So, do you like being on YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you like filming?
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to film?
What's in my lunchbox? Lunch bag.
Do you like doing stuff with the family?
Yeah.
Do you remember what your favorite one was? Your favorite video?
My favorite video was when we put those Skittles and dyed our shirts.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That was one of the first ones we did.
That's Jasmine's play. Her.
Wow.
Amaya. Jasmine.
You did that in April last year.
April last year?
A whole year ago. You think you're going to be on YouTube for a long time?
Yeah.
So if Mommy and Daddy weren't doing it, would you do it?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Do you like being on YouTube?
Yeah.
Do you like...
I have this stick and it's pretending I'm Cat Noir now.
You're Cat Noir now.
Yeah.
Looks like a marker to me. Do you like filming?
Yeah, because you're not letting me film. You little rascal.
Little rascal.
Yeah.
Why don't we let you film?
Because you're not letting me film some gummies.
Let's film some gummies. I'm filming you right now.
Yeah, but I want you to film me gummies.
Film you eating gummies?
Yeah.
Do you think you can sit still?
Yes, I can. You little rascal. You little rascal.
Alright, buddy, I think it's bedtime.
No,
You're too all over. This is why you don't get to film. Because you're all over the place and you can't sit still. Or
I can't.
So one of the things that I wasn't ready for is you start realizing that the whole world is watching.
Mm-hmm.
You see the demographics and it's literally the whole world giving you feedback.
Yeah.
Start like, wait,
Awesome.
look at all the comments that are coming through from Africa, all different regions in Africa. Something, for some reason,
Push
is-
to that side.
is being enjoyed and viewed there. And then you watch all the Caribbean islands and South America and everything as it grows. I thought that was one of the most fascinating parts about this whole year, is that learning that literally when you go into the YouTube analytics and it shows you geography, it breaks down where the views are coming from. And so I have to say thank you to the United States, because that's like half of our our viewership comes from the United States.
And then what's next? Is it the West Indies?
UK,
Oh, UK. Thank you, UK. That's awesome.
United States, United Kingdom, third is Canada.
Okay, nice.
Fourth, fifth, sixth, and they kind of shift, are South Africa, Trinidad, and Jamaica.
Yay.
But those are
Thank you.
the top views and watch time come from those countries.
Aw, thank you guys. Thank
you so much. I don't know if we can get across how much we appreciate you guys.
Each and every one of you guys. Like, you guys keep us going. Like, seriously, guys, you're
Absolutely.
a big motivation for Greg and myself and the kids. When the kids go on camera, they're like, hey, I want to show them this. I want to tell them that, like, my tooth came out. Oh, wait, I want to say that. Like, the kids get excited to talk to you guys.
So Jasmine over here also has something she wants to share.
I have a tooth growing. It didn't fall out. I just had a tooth over there that's growing.
One of your molars is coming in.
There's at the back.
Her 6-year molars at the back, so she's complaining there's a constant annoyance, a spike in the back of her mouth.
Because then we're reading, it's like, Amaya, so-and-so said this. Or,
Yeah.
Jasmine, look, someone said thank you for... And they're like, they did, and the kids really feel noticed. It's awesome.
They appreciate it.
They
also.
do.
Yeah.
They do.
The kids are like living with it. So I'm sure that's different for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to lead them in who knows what direction as they grow, because we're giving them opportunities we've never had.
And ultimately, that's what it came down to as well.
Yeah.
It's one of our goals.
It's just something that wasn't available when we were
Little.
younger. These are really different times, and it's sort of finding the best in every moment.
It really is. And saving the best for last is the interaction with you guys. Like, some of you guys we have not met, but we feel
Some of you
like
guys.
all of you guys, most of them, we have some friends that are on there and they support us, but majority of you guys we haven't met, and you guys are so supportive. Like, I feel like I'm talking to some close friends over the internet, and I just...
Yeah, some of the conversations become real conversations.
Real, and it's like, I could only picture what you guys look like. Some of
that's
you
the other
guys?
part. Like, I wonder who this, like,
Yeah, and it'd be...
what's the personality behind the
Yes.
text?
Yes, and it's funny
Behind the
because I
comments.
know, or we know when we post things, we're like, I bet you so-and-so will say this. We
Yes,
get to know
it's
you
so
guys
true.
on that level, and I think that's awesome.
It's funny. You can kind of anticipate certain responses from certain people depending on what it is. Or you look
Yes.
forward to comments from certain people.
Oh my gosh, yes. Guys, when the world opens back up, it'd be so nice just to Like, we want to travel. Our goal is to travel, and our goal is to meet some of you guys. Like, we have to. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
We'll
it's
be
on our
able to
to-do
plan
list.
this. So if we end up in your country, in your area,
We're hanging out for the day.
yeah.
And you're taking us to a restaurant that you think is good because we love food.
That's gonna happen.
It's going to. We're going to make sure it happens. All right, guys. Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We really appreciate it. All right, guys. Much love from the Perfectly Blended family. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.